Hello Taurus, welcome to your mid-February reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you. Now this reading will hold true from the 14th to the 28th of February and it is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now I'm getting 3 star code oracles out for you, just to get an overview of what it is we could be dealing with, and then we will move on to your tarot. Okay, those really wanted to come out. We have the Moon, Perception, Vesta, Hearth, and we have Jupiter, Abundance. I love that. Nice. All right, Taurus. With Jupiter, I do know that Jupiter is doing a beautiful dance in the sky in the month of February. It is making some wonderful aspects to other planets, and it's almost like there is this buoyant sense of optimism in the collective. So, and whatever Jupiter touches, it just expands it. It is the largest planet in our solar system. So I feel like there are wonderful things coming in for you. I mean, that is abundance right there. It's such a beautiful card. Oh wait, you couldn't see it. There you go. So I feel like there is almost this sense of expansion in terms of your relationships, your career. It could also mean traveling because Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius. And excuse me, some of you may be expanding your businesses. You may be traveling to do so. We will see what this could be regarding when we get to your tarot. Now, when it comes to Vesta, it's a beautiful card. It talks about the inner flame that we're all born with. It talks about that inner warmth and that nurturing spirit that we all have as human beings. It talks about compassion, it talks about empathy, but it also suggests that sometimes we may help light other people's fires, but we need to make sure that our fire within is not being depleted. You know what I mean? One flame can always help light another, but very rarely does it extinguish itself in the process. So just make sure that you are giving only as much as you humanly can. Don't go out of your way, because at the end of the day, you have to put your oxygen mask on before helping the person next to you. All right, Taurus, and you're such a giving sign. I feel like you know no boundaries when it comes to helping other people. So maybe this is a little piece of advice to you, to take care of you first. With the Moon, some of you may be in your fields right now. The Moon does talk about perception, but it also talks about emotion. The Moon rules signs of Cancer and to an extent even Pisces, but and those are the most emotional signs in the zodiac. I do feel that something could be causing some kind of turbulence when it comes to your heart. The Moon controls the tides, controls the oceans and the seas, right? So, and we're 80% water or 70% water, I'm not certain, but the Moon very well can control the water within our bodies, and as a result our emotions ebb and flow. All right, so we'll see what it is that could be causing you this shift in perception or this kind of almost emotional spark, because Taurus, you're a fixed earth sign, right? And you guys are very grounded in reality, and you very rarely let emotions lead the way. Not that that's a bad thing, it can be a very good thing. You're very grounded as people. So there is something that is bringing about a sense of anxiety, maybe, or even joy. We will see, because, well, emotions can range from utter bliss to utter despair. Okay, these two wanted to come out. So I'm not focusing on career or love or any one thing in particular. We're just going to go with the flow and see what we have. The Moon again. That is hilarious. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Moon. Sorry, I don't read reversals. Let's see what else. Whoa, explosive. I dropped a card. Hang on a minute. We have the World. Wow. All right. Major Arcana. We have the King of Swords. If you can hear any drilling in the background, I do apologize. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is that feeling of despair that I was talking about. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Nice. All right, Taurus. I will clarify, but let me just give you an overview of what it is that we have here. With the Page of Wands, there is almost a sense of adventure, and it's interesting how it's right under Jupiter. I was talking about travel. So a few of you may be seeking out travel opportunities. You may want to explore different countries, different cities, or maybe your own country. You may want to travel around. We'll see what this could be regarding. It could also talk about news, some kind of exciting news that comes about to you, whether this is in regard to your love life or your career. With the Moon card, though, there's almost like a setback. You're holding yourself back because it's that sense of fearing the unknown. There is a fear of expansion almost. We will see. With the World card, this could mean two things. Again, it could mean travel for a few of you. It could also mean bringing about a close to a certain chapter so you can clear the space to begin a new one. With the King of Swords, I do feel that you are relying heavily on logic. You're almost creating your own rules when it comes to something that is predominantly in your mind right now. And you're being very fair. You're being very just regarding something. With the Five of Pentacles, there is that despair that I spoke about. There is a sense of abandonment and almost a feeling of loss and a feeling of not being able to achieve what it is that you are seeking to achieve. And with the Four of Pentacles, you are holding back regarding something. You're either holding back or you are holding on to something. We will see. Maybe you're holding on too tightly and you're not letting a new chapter begin for you. Because change is always difficult, but then the only thing that is constant is change. We have the Sun. Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. I love that. And we have Judgment. Something from... Okay, I'm getting two things here. Whatever news this is, or whatever exploration this is that you are seeking out, it's going to bring you a lot of joy with the Sun card. There's a lot of growth and vitality and a lot of energy here in this little blob. With the Nine of Pentacles, it can promote you to feeling very independent and fulfilled when it comes to your resources. With the Judgment card, it's almost an awakening. The Nine of Pentacles is always followed by the Ten of Pentacles, but the Ten of Pentacles includes energies other than you. I mean you as well as other energies in regard to you. The Nine of Pentacles is just you. It's your independent energy, your independent abundance that you have worked hard for. Some of you may be awakening to the idea that you're good. You're happy. You're happy in your own company. You're happy with yourself. And you don't really need anything else to complete you. This could also mean for some of you that you are walking away from partnerships and you're going into business for yourself. You may be walking away from a company and maybe starting your own business, being an entrepreneur. What I'm also getting for a few of you is this could be a revival of love from the past. The Judgment card does talk about an awakening that can happen in somebody else in regards to you. So this could be a passionate offer or some kind of passionate news coming your way that could bring about a lot of joy to you. But at the same time, it's not like you're longing for it or you're pining for it because you're good with the Nine of Pentacles. You're happy regardless of the last pentacle. Okay. Let's see why the Moon is here. Wow, that drilling is insanely loud. We have the Eight of Cups. I'm glad to see that here. You're walking away from whatever this is that is bringing you, okay, wow, bringing you that sense of insecurity. Ace of Cups. I love that. All right. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, well, you are in your head. Most certainly you are in your head about it. But the intention is clear. You are intending to walk away from whatever it is that is sparking, because it's right over the Five of Pentacles. Whatever is sparking that sense of loss and abandonment to you, you're walking away from it. And I like how Vesta is right on top of that. It is possible that whatever this is, career or love, you may have been giving too much. You may have been giving more than you were capable of, and it wiped you out. So that sense of I can't walk away, I don't know how to walk away, and that unknown fear, you're walking away from that. You're walking away from that entire blob of anxiety. And with the Ace of Cups, this could again mean two things. It could mean that you're finally pouring all of that love into you. You're finally burning bright for you, nurturing you. Or it could mean, again, with that awakening card, there is an awakening that happens in somebody else when they realize, all right, they can do without me. How can they do without me? They shouldn't be able to do without me. I'm not saying that's healthy, but that is what usually brings people back in when they realize that you're good, And I'm also getting, we have the Nine of Cups. I'm also getting that whatever career opportunity this was or project it was that you were working on, it almost brought about a sense of not feeling accomplished enough. It's like your talents were not being recognized, almost, is what I'm getting. And the Ace of Cups could very well mean you being an entrepreneur. You starting something that brings your soul happy without any variables coming into the mix and spoiling the soup for you, What is lovely though, right after the Eight of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, the World card, closing out a chapter. Listen, the nodes have just shifted, all right? The nodes shift every 18 months. And whenever the nodes shift, they bring about massive transformation with them. That transformation can't always be easy because, like I said, change, we're creatures of habit. Change is never easy. But you're walking towards the Nine of Cups. And that is beautiful to see. You do have Temperance as well, more Sagittarius energy. So you may have Sagittarius predominantly in your chart, or there could be an important person in your life who is a Sagittarius. We do have the Tower. This is that shake-up that comes about, and we have the Seven of Wands. It's almost like you're welcoming this Tower moment. You're welcoming this shift because you know it's going to lead you to abundance. The Temperance card talks about neutralizing a situation, like how you temper chocolate. You put room temperature chocolate in hot chocolate to bring it, like to cool it down, basically. So in my opinion, the Temperance card talks about putting a little negativity into a positive situation, almost, hear me out, and a little bit of positivity into a negative situation to just neutralize it. Too much of a good thing can be bad as well. And the Nine of Cups does talk about extravagance. It can talk about having too much of a good thing, which can also be bad, right? So I like how you are tempering yourself. You're reaching this sense of almost harmony and peace within yourself. And with the Seven of Wands, it's like this Tower, whatever shift this was, it's almost made you stronger. It's made you stand up for your rights and stand up for yourself. So I like that. Okay. King of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands, again, right under the Page of Wands itself. Five of Wands. What is that? This deck is so confusing. What is that? Oh, it's the Hermit. Right. So, for a few of you, I am getting, Taurus, that whatever return this was, this return of a past energy that I was talking about earlier, you're being very guarded when it comes to this. You may not be communicating with this particular person, and even if you are, you're very cutting. There is not a lot of emotion involved in this conversation. I do see a conversation coming about, and I do see that whether this was something that's already happened, it was quite argumentative. It was laced with confrontation and blame games, I feel. But I feel like you're rising above it with the Hermit card. You're just, you're like, I'm good. I'm by myself. I'm good. I don't need any external energy coming in and destroying my peace. For others, I feel that when it comes to career, You may have been presented with an opportunity, but it's almost like the wisdom you have seeked over the years told you it's not for you. It's this sharp clarity that came to you that, okay, fine, it may look adventurous and exciting, and it may look like it has a lot of potential, but there was an undercurrent of conflict. Your mind was not at ease with whatever this was. So with the Hermit card, I feel like you're relying on your better judgment. You're focusing on your inner wisdom and not relying on anybody else to make decisions for you. All right, we have Justice atop the 5 of Pentacles. So there is fairness coming in. Ooh, the Emperor. I am strongly getting that you guys are going into business for yourselves. A few of you. And if not, then I feel like you're just taking control of your life. The Hierophant, this is you, Taurus. This is your energy. You are taking the reins back. If you were giving your power away to somebody else, or even a thought, there could have been a thought, because the Moon card right here, like I said, perception, talks about feeling, talks about emotions. So there could have been something that was keeping you stuck. And it's like you're taking back control. And once you do take that control back to you, to yourself, that temperance and that justice, that balance and that harmony and that fairness can finally come about. Because your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit will never go against what is the best for you, right? And it's like that energy is in your hands. There's nobody else controlling it. Like I said, there are no variables. So I feel like with the Hierophant here, now some of you could be delving deep into spirituality and truly understanding your essence as a human being. Some of you may be coming to terms with the fact that, well, I am a soul, having a human experience. My body is just a vessel, Those are some deep thoughts, and some of you may be delving deep into those thoughts. For others, I feel like the Emperor being Aries energy, there could be somebody coming towards you who can, I'm not saying you need someone to complete you, Taurus, by any means, you of all people. I do feel that there could be someone coming about who can help you through this journey we call life. It's someone who almost speaks the same language as you when it comes to love or commitment. And I feel like this relationship may have stood the test of time, because the Hierophant talks about progression. It talks about taking something to a new level. So there could have been trials and turbulations when it came to this relationship, and there could have been that mentality of lack at times. But I feel like all of that is changing with the Hierophant card. There is a higher level of commitment coming about for a few of you. All right. Ooh. And I'm getting, I don't know why I got this. For some of you, I'm getting, it's like you don't have to do this alone anymore, if that resonates for anyone. We have the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. Healing. You're holding on to the idea of healing. You may not be taking too much action right now when it comes to whatever this is, whether it is starting your own business or dealing with a higher level of commitment, Two of Cups. You may not be taking action, and rightly so. I feel like whatever shift came about for you here, you're almost like taking a breather to deal with it, address it. I'm tempted to look at the bottom, the Three of Cups. I'm so glad I did that. Okay, listen. Taurus, you being a very independent energy, by all means, you don't need anyone. You honestly don't. Most earth signs are very independent people. Okay. But after all of this turmoil that you have gone through, it's almost like you'll have a shift in perception. You will realize that in order to reach that abundance and expansion, wouldn't it be great to have another positive energy like yours attached to you, so you can reach that level of abundance faster? You may be holding back You may be healing, and I compliment you for that. I think that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, if there is another entity who is willing to come in and help you, why not? Right? This could apply to your career as well. This could have made you a little skeptical. You've developed a sort of mistrust in people, and opening yourself up again and being vulnerable again could be difficult for some of you. But I feel like once you heal, you may realize that everyone doesn't come about with the same frequency. There could be a beautiful partnership coming in for you, somebody who could help you um, reach that abundance when it comes to your work life. So I don't know who this is going to resonate for, but well, let's get you a couple of Moonology cards to cap this off. The ending got a little fuzzy right here, but not a bad fuzzy. It was a good fuzzy. We have Go Wild, full moon in Leo. I like that card. And we have Lighten Up, last quarter moon in Leo. Wow, you could have Leo heavily in your chart, or you could be dealing with the Leo. But I think it's time to have some fun, Taurus. Truly. I mean, your season is right around the corner. And I feel like with the abundance and the expansion that Jupiter comes with, some of you may actually just want to lighten up and go travel. Maybe you want to take a break from work. You guys are very hard workers. So maybe it's time to just kick up your heels and have some fun. And for those of you who are here for love, I feel like some of you may just need to give commitment a break. If you've just gotten out of a difficult relationship, kick up your heels, date, have fun, go out with your friends. But the energy here is for you to relax and take it easy and not take life so seriously, at least not right now. The planets are all gearing up to go direct. Shadow periods are getting over, and we will not have any retrogrades up till April, end of April. So the movement, the momentum is very fast. It's forward. There's no going back, right? So enjoy life. Enjoy this experience that you are blessed with, Taurus. All right. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.